The orderly airline queue, a very British institution. But not everyone understands the rules. Add a fiery Mediterranean temperament to the mix and watch out.
I am in the queue or not?
No.
Okay, well, call security now, please. Okay, do you want me to make it big? I can make it big. 5 people waiting here. Would you want me to go back to another queue? Do you want me to go back to another last queue? It's me. Oh, am I joking?
Fatima Raida is going on holiday to Malaga. She left the front of the queue to go and feed her 2 babies. And although she left her bags there, she's now being told she's lost her place.
Call security now. It's my queue.
We will call security. We will call security, but you need to step to one
Same
side.
security, he came. Please tell him to come. I can show him. I have baby. I was 5 people here. I have 2 babies. I can't do everything. She will tell me go back to the queue. I'm first people. I'm first lady. I came here. She must respect because I have 2 babies. She must respect. You must. I have 5 people here.
Supervisor Adrian Twigg wants to know what the shouting's all about. Lucy Munger on check-in gives him her side of the story.
She was the first person here and she had 2 babies to feed. And there was 5 of them travelling. And I asked her where the other 5 had been when her bags were in there. She said they were been round the airport. So I said, I told her she couldn't leave her bags unattended because she'd done that. She needed to go back to the bank. And then she just went mad.
She said to me, you must go on the last. Why? I'm here the first. Before she came, I was there feeding the babies.
Every now and again,
I can't do everything. I have 2 babies. I have 2 babies.
Every now and again you hear a call saying, please do not leave baggage unattended. Okay?
I'm not. I was there. I had 2 babies. I can't do, I have 5 people with me.
My problem here is not the moment that you've left the bags unattended. It's the way you're speaking to my check-in staff. Okay?
The first people I arrive, it's me.
Irrespective of where you were, there's no need to react.
You say, no, can you go back in the last? I say, excuse me, I am here. This is my bag. She would say, no, you must go again from, how come I go again from the last? I have 2 babies. Tell me how.
I said, if she can react a bit more calmly, I'll let her travel tonight. But if she starts shouting, I'm just walking away. Simple as that, and my staff will not be checking her in tonight.
She told me, what he say? What he say? What he say? I said, the security, he told him, you are in the queue. She said, no, you go back to the queue. I said, okay.
Back in Luton, Adrian's just delivered bad news to Fatima.
You must say to her, because you said to my brother, you are in the queue.
Irrespective of that, you're not travelling on his flight tonight. I'm not having you react like this on board an aircraft. The way you've reacted tonight, the way you've spoken to my staff on this shift, I'm not prepared to put you on that aircraft, I'm afraid.
I'm customer here. I have 2 babies. It's terrible. These people, he doesn't respect. He was terrible. I am customer here. I can't believe it. I was here before these people come in. Now I have 2 babies. I can keep the car there. I was 2 hours before this flight. Those people is no respect. This EasyJet always trouble. Not me, the first client. He doesn't treat the people very good. I was here opposite everybody. He saw me here. I can't believe it.
Don't know what she's going to do. I'm going to keep an eye on to see how it pans out over there. I don't think it's best for me to be around. She doesn't seem to like me at the moment.
I want to confirm my tickets because maybe I'm losing now my queue because I was...
Eventually, Fatima has no option but to transfer the entire family onto tomorrow's flight. But she's not going to go quietly.
You take me back from the queue.
My staff didn't have to call for me. I could hear you from over here.
She's the lady, she's in the queue, she has children, you must help me. Don't tell, come on, slow, come on.
Sorry?
This is not the way you treat the customer. Come on, slow down. You must ask me what I have. Don't stand from your stuff.
Now, with a 12-hour wait in the airport, there'll be plenty of time for her to get to the front of the queue for tomorrow's check-in. Breakfast in Barcelona has turned into lunchtime in Liverpool.
It's just a joke. 5 hours, it's a mess. I've got children up there. It's disgusting. Absolutely terrific. In that airport since 10 to 6 this morning. Well, wait, oh yeah, I've been away since my daughter's been 14 months. She's 7 years of age and she's so excited she's crying her eyes out. It's disgusting. I mean, it's just a mess, look at it.
Aircraft dispatcher Mark Knott has finally discovered why the number of bags didn't tally.
The discrepancy came down in the baggage bay. They'd actually misplaced 11 of the baggage stickers So the bags are actually on board, but we couldn't physically account for them.
It's year 2003 and they're doing something like this. EasyJet, it's a mess and it's a joke.
At Luton Airport, Mr. Barvey has arrived too late for check-in.
I want EasyJet to be a bit flexible. And instead of shutting 40 minutes before time, they shut 30 minutes before time or 10 minutes before time because it's only a domestic flight to Glasgow. But I'm totally unhappy about this treatment because the man doesn't care. He says, go to a local hotel, pay 100 quid. Now, for a working man like me, 100 quid is a lot of money. I have a family to support. Nobody cares. This is a problem. Nobody cares about people like us. Who's the manager? I can't see a manager here. Is there a manager here?
You say you didn't ask for one. I can get you a manager if you wish.
Get me a manager. Basically what they're saying is EasyJet doesn't care if I lost my flight or not. I lost my flight, so I had to pay 100 quid in a local hotel. Now why should I pay 100 quid in a local hotel? Well, there is still room in that flight. I can get to that flight. I got no luggage. I can run and get to that flight. Why there is no flexibility? This is the problem. There is no flexibility.
The stakes are raised for a showdown. Mr. Barvey is about to get a lesson in customer care. Enter Jane Boulton.
I lost my flight with 3 minutes. Hello. I'm here, Bobby.
Right.
Nice to meet you. I lost my flight with 3 minutes. The gentleman tells me there's no flexibility. I got no luggage. I said I can make it to the flight. No, the flight shuts 40 minutes before time.
Right, yeah, that's
Now, that is correct.
Yeah.
But you should realize it wasn't my fault. It was London Undergrounds and British Rail that I lost my flight. You're going to pay me the 100 quid, I'm going to stay in a local hotel?
So that if London Underground has made you miss your flight, then it's London Underground, not EasyJet. Can you just hang on 1 second? We tried to get him on, yes?
No, he didn't even try.
Guy, stop shouting, because I'm not going to help you if you carry on shouting at me, OK? Just calm down, yeah? Because
Okay.
I've already been called down and I've had people complaining, so you need to calm down for me.
Okay? Now
All
calm
right?
down.
Because at the moment we're transferring you, yeah? But
Okay.
if you carry on shouting, you won't be transferred, you won't be travelling, so you need to calm it for me, OK?
Okay.
A few well-chosen words and Mr. Barvey is immediately under the thumb.
Right, so we can't get anybody on.
No, I chatted with a passenger before and they said no for that lady.
Right, we have tried for other passengers before you, and we can't get anybody on that flight.
no luggage. I got no luggage.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the. It's not whether you've got luggage or not. If the flight's closed and it's on time, and we've passed all the figures to dispatch, and the load sheet has been done, and the flight's boarded, we won't be able to get anybody else on it, sir. Because to change the load sheet and get other people all the way through the security channels here will delay it. So we're not. You know, obviously, dispatcher in charge of the aircraft. If they said no, there's nothing we can do. So all we can do for you is try and get you onto the next available flight.
Which is tomorrow morning.
I'm afraid so.
I'm sorry, but it's not good enough.
Well, that's the only option I can give you.
Yeah, that's fine. I accept
Okay, I
that
mean,
option
some
because
airlines
I've
don't
got
give you
no
any
choice.
options at all,
I've
but
got
we
no
are
choice.
prepared to transfer you free of charge without charging you any extra, okay?
I understand.
And we will put you on the next available flight.
But
which is
because I've got
tomorrow
no
morning.
choice, I accept your option with gratitude. Thanks very much. Thank you.
You need to have a little bit of compassion and understanding. But they'd probably do. I didn't deal with it, but sometimes the first person they see is the one who gets the frustration, and you have no idea what's gone on before they get here. Just have to smile and yes, and yes, and yes.
In Liverpool, Delphine van der Pauw is too late for check-in on the afternoon Paris flight. She seems happy to transfer to the evening departure, but when her father finds out, he's not impressed.
Jesus Christ. Hi. I've got my daughter who's supposed to be going to France and she's been told she can't get on the plane.
Yeah, the check-in closes 1:15.
But it doesn't go for another 25
I know it
minutes.
doesn't matter. Once the check-in closes, we can't accept any late passengers.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the check-in's been open for 2 hours, you see, and it closes promptly 40 minutes before.
So what's she supposed to do now?
She's already been transferred on to the next one, which is at 7:15.
I don't believe that. That is so incredibly inflexible. I mean, there's still another 25 minutes to go before the plane goes.
The aircraft.
Well, it's boarding, but it hasn't boarded. I mean, they're still loading up right now.
No, it's boarding now.
So if she were to join the end of the boarding queue, she'd be absolutely fine, wouldn't she?
No, we only have 20-minute turnarounds and we have to meet them times.
Hiya. Hi.
Well, because they're saying that she's missed it by about 30 seconds, so they have to close the flight, and the flight is now closed, and there's absolutely no way that she can get on the flight, and she's going to have
It was
to...
not 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes now.
Excuse me,
I've been all the way
down
down...
there and lug a heavy thing back here.
Yeah, but it was 25 past when you turned up here.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
By the time we got here, not by the time she was
I actually
there.
think it's funny.
I don't find it funny, no.
Well, you yourself laughing there.
Excuse me, you don't have to be rude to us.
Hang on, it's... well, actually, she's totally off, so you can expect a little bit of rudeness, I would have thought, and you should be trained to handle customers who are off.
I am, but no one
Right
swears
then.
at
You're not
me.
doing
I
a
just
very
tell
good
you
job,
to
are
move
you?
away from the desk.
So
Now
if
we
you
don't
can hear all
have to be
this going on,
spoken
can
to
you?
like that, I'm afraid. We weren't late for the check-in.
No, they won't let her on the
you're not going
flight, and they're
anywhere.
being stroppy at the gate here.
It's been
and,
open for 2 hours, the gate.
you know, they're saying it's been open for 2 hours, but so what? Doesn't mean you're here 2 hours beforehand. We were here, what, 30 seconds after closing? And they're telling us, no, you can't get on the plane now. She's got to meet her grandparents in France, who are coming miles to pick her up, and now we're being told we're on the what flight?
7 the next morning.
7:15. So what are we supposed to do now? Any other airline? I have travelled all around the world and have been able to get... I've never missed a flight. I have never come across an airline that's as inflexible as this.
Mr. Van der Pauw is still refusing to take no for an answer.
So, there's absolutely no way you're saying that she can get on this flight. I mean, even if you speak to somebody nicely...
I already transferred her when she came before. I already transferred her, didn't realise. You were fine before when I said you'd missed this flight. And you transferred.
Fine, Barney, how fine can you
But
be?
then you come back shouting because you've gone to see your dad and your dad said, why can't you get on?
Absolutely
you
right.
wasn't shouting
Because
before.
I have been travelling all around the world for the last 40 years. You know, I'm talking to you.
Well, you're already on the next one anyway now, which goes tonight. Because that's all EasyJet policy is anyway. It's a free transfer you to the next available flight.
Well, I can see we're going to get nowhere with stop features here, so... She got her grandparents picking her up in France, who are travelling, what, 200 miles to get to the airport to pick her up? And so we need to try and somehow get in touch with them. They're elderly people, they don't have mobiles, I don't know how the hell we're going to get in touch with them.
So, as I went over to my dad was saying, well, hang on. I thought, well, yeah, hang on. We've only got like, we've still got like, you know, half an hour, and before the plane goes, why the hell not? I thought that he might be able to, you know, wangle me in. But
This crew here reckon it's impossible. Rules is rules, and more than my job's worth, I suppose, is what we're talking about here. So we are off to here, as you can imagine. Right, so we come back. Hopefully this crew will have changed too.
She came here before and I changed and I told her she was late and she accepted that. Went away, I didn't even realise that was her coming back. Till her dad started shouting how incompetent we are here at Liverpool. And she was clearly late for the check-in. I think she was very unreasonable. Obviously she can't speak for herself, she needs a dad to come and do it for her.
This is outrageous. I've got this booking confirmation number. It was emailed to me.
In Luton, Susie Hayward's Malaga holiday plans are in turmoil. There's no record of her flight booking either at the sales desk or at customer services.
Sorry, but I've paid for this. £128, 98 pence. It is written down here. I haven't booked a different date because I double-checked it. I haven't written it down incorrectly. Why would I type two wrong names in? I haven't used a different card. This is unbelievable. I have not used a different card. I've had this card for ages, both of them. So what am I supposed to do? You've got £128 of my money. I'm standing here at the airport with two people who should be on a 9 o'clock flight to Malaga with me. No. I've been flying with EasyJet for 6 years now. This is the first time I've had a problem. I never have a problem, so I know I am right. They're telling me I haven't paid for or booked any flights. Where's my purse? Where's Daniel? He's got my purse. I've got no battery left on this phone.
Finally, at check-in, the mystery is solved.
It's for yesterday. No, it wasn't for yesterday.
Yeah, I put it on the booking.
She's got it on the booking.
I put it on the booking here. It was for yesterday, last night. The same flight, but last night you paid £128.98.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, look, can we get them on the flight tonight?
You have to sort it out with customer services.
What?
750.
In Luton, Susie's been told how much her mix-up has cost. The 2 seats are now double the amount of her original booking.
The door's just over there. The one
You did something.
I can't live. You got a credit card you made the booking with?
Yes. I booked it on the internet, double-checked it, but all three people were on the same flight, and they told me yes at EasyJet, gave me confirmation numbers, said no problem. And then, yet again, 2 weeks ago, I confirmed it with them again, and they told me we're all on the same flight. Now, in 2 weeks, somehow 2 people seem to be moved from one night to another.
The only way you're going to be able to get to Malaga this evening is to buy some new tickets, and then I suggest you do put in for a refund. Yeah?
I've got to pay £127 for each ticket for my nephew and my sister. All my holiday money, basically. I'm very upset. It ruined my whole holiday, actually.
At the end of the day, we have to go by the computer, and all we could do was charge her the full price again. Nothing we could do.
There's no such thing as a cheap flight, by the way.
She'll kick off her Malaga holiday £250 lighter. In Newcastle, it's more of the same.
The information we've got is cancelled. Every single flight, not just ours, everybody's.
Hold on a minute, right? What are my options for what I have paid you since November?
But your flights have been cancelled.
This lady
Would you like
has...
me to explain to you, or are you just going to talk?
EasyJet, PR, I could run that company PR for them. And what they should have done was to get somebody walking up in line, down the line, to say, are you all right? We're sorry about this, blah, blah, blah.
No, don't give me those feeble things. It's a disgrace to treat people the way you have done this morning.
As more flights are cancelled, suddenly everyone's an expert.
We'll have to see about availability. Like I said, I can't speak.
Flight that was cancelled, so surely it ought to have been organised so that the first flight would have had preferential treatment, because if you book earlier, it means you want to arrive earlier.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, you need to speak to the girls on the ticket desk about the availability.
You've only got 2 girls.
Yeah, because there's only 2 systems on the desk.
You're going to have to get more people on the desk.
Like I said, there's 2 terminals. I think
that's a logistics problem, isn't it?
That's the problem.
It's a logistics problem. This is an international airport.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
you better start gearing up. Tomorrow, you'll be on the second story.
Yeah, we'll deal with tomorrow when we find out what happens.
That isn't management. That is not management.
I don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow.
Management is not that. That's called crisis management.
Okay.
Check-in for the Alicante flight has closed, but without Nikki and Martin, who were sent to the wrong queue by airport staff.
We've been queuing up on there. We were dead on time, but it's a 15:35 Alicante.
15:35? Oh, you've missed that now. The only thing I do is transfer you to tomorrow's.
Oh, no. What? We've been stood at the desk as well. The lady sent us to that desk and we were there on time.
Well, they've closed it now. All the figures are passed. I've already transferred a few people, so...
Oh, no.
If you've got your passports, I can free transfer you to tomorrow's.
Tomorrow's?
That's the next flight out to Alicante, I'm
Not
afraid.
for the weekend.
We were here on time.
Can't you have an agent stood at the door telling you what to do? We got here with plenty. No, I'm sorry, but we got here with plenty of time.
No, there's a screen that tells you which check-in desk to go on to.
How many screens is there like?
But we went sorry.
I'm very sorry.
When you come in,
I'm very sorry, but
when you come in,
£560 for the weekend because I've got to go and see my dad, right? And I'm being let down because no one's here to tell us what to do.
Well, that lady told us.
It's all right, getting on the internet and that, innit?
If you want me to do your free transfer onto tomorrow's, I can do that.
That's no good. Tomorrow's no good. We're only good for a day. So where do we go from here? Because we're only booked for the weekend. We're going to fly out tomorrow and we're going to come back the next day. And that's pathetic. We might as well just lose our money, haven't we?
That check-in has been open for 2 hours. The screens when you actually come in the terminal tell you where to go. That check-in closed on time because I actually closed the screens.
We were told to go down there. We weren't told to come and get our boarding tickets. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at the screen. What screen? I'm not coming to Spain for a day just because these can't have someone stood at the door saying, anyone for EasyJet? Would you like to come over here? That's all it needs.
But we did check with the woman. I asked the woman.
I've got a father who's ill in Benidorm and I've got to go and see him today. Why else would you go to Spain for 2 days? You know what I mean?
when we first came in,
Yeah,
we
but-
asked the lady on the desk there for the Alicante
Yeah,
flight,
and
she sent me over
Yeah,
there.
they will send you there because that's where the check-in desks are. They don't know what time the flight's closed. They don't know. If you just excuse me 1 minute while I speak to this lady.
We did actually arrive on time.
But what I'm saying to you is that check-in closed on time.
Right, well, we missed
The
it by
screens
1
was
second then.
It doesn't matter how long, but you missed it. The check-in's been up for 2 hours. You're not going to get on the flight, and he can stand there and shout as much as he wants to shout, but he's not going to get on the flight. So there's no point in doing it. And the manager will come down and tell you exactly the same as I have.
Okay.
So if you want me to free transfer you onto tomorrow's, I will do. But you need to do that now, because otherwise the time's getting on, you'll end up paying.
I've got to see my father in Benidorm. He's out there quite a lot. He's hardly ever home. I've not spoken to him for a while. We had a bit of a fallout. I wanted to bury the Arctic tag thing. And he's getting on a bit as well. So we had the choice of going this weekend and paying £560 for 2 days, or wait till next weekend and pay like £200. So we ummed and ahed about it, like, and I twisted her arm, and you know, we paid a hell of a lot of money to do that. The thing says get there 40 minutes before. We were here at 45 minutes before. So I feel very, very hard done by. They want us to take a flight now for tomorrow to Sunday. Like 24 hours in Spain for 560 quid. Is it worth it? I can't even bring that many fags back, can I? What do you want to do?
It's going to be down to what you want to do.
I'll be a total English man now. Dead romantic. Do you want to go still or what? Yeah? Well, you go and book it then. I'm not going back in there.
Transfer it tomorrow. Transfer it tomorrow.
Can you just rush me through then?
All quiet, please.
The chicken's closed.
Well, the next one's tomorrow morning.
Tennis veteran Philip Waugh has to get to Glasgow.
I'm playing in a tennis, so I've got to be up there tonight. How long do you have to be here? 40 minutes. I was here at 15:15. I got no ticket because I did it on the internet and it said go straight to the desk, and that's where you, yeah?
Yeah, it's the one that said Glasgow. That's where you should have gone.
Echo 2. Which is where?
And Philip keeps serving up those excuses.
I was in the terminal at 30:30. How long do you have to wait for one of those buses? It made me late, but I was still in that car park, and you've got no idea about the transport system. I had to turn back and pick my laptop up because I'm taking my work at my office with me. And GE. Oh, please do something. Do a phone call. I've got all my stuff with me as well.
How many bags do you have?
Just the tennis bag and my briefcase.
Hello, any chance we can ask for any NMCs on the Glasgow?
Please.
Okay then. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, we're not allowed to.
Oh, that's just not on. Yeah. Oh, not that. Come on. Sorry. Don't believe it. I'm playing in a tennis tour. Please try.
Just ask my supervisor.
You weren't very persuasive. Be honest.
If they say no, then it's a no. It doesn't matter how many bags or how many people. They won't accept you for the flight.
Do you honestly think she tried really hard to persuade the person? Just in this case, no, it is a question. Because if you'd have asked me to do it, I'd have been a whole lot more persuasive than that. I'm not shouting.
As another old pro put it, you cannot be serious.
I can't get on the flight to Nice, unfortunately.
So if I went for EasyJet other than Stung, how would I get to stand?
Please get me on the flight.
Deborah Apostolou has just missed check-in for the last flight to Nice. Reservations agent David Crane makes that phone call.
Can't take on the Nice, can we?
Stansted to Copenhagen, so how would I get to Stansted?
Can we take anyone on it?
I believe.
Can we send anyone over? Yeah, cheers. Right, tomorrow morning.
You take that bit off of mine. It's not even on your mark now.
No, it's on that one.
Oh, right, okay. Well, Newcastle covered.
I don't mind paying extra. Just is there any way you can get me on the
I
flight?
cannot get you on the flight to Nice, unfortunately, tonight, no. Check-in close at 5 o'clock.
And that was the time the train pulled up, so I've missed it by, what, 10 minutes?
Right.
And then nothing at all you can do. Can I speak to somebody? Because I don't mind paying extra. I just need to get on the flight.
I can't get you on it.
Why can't you get me on it? I've booked the seat.
Because you've missed the check-in.
Okay,
But
then.
that's not my
I'm
fault.
just trying to get there, but...
All I can do is pick on the first flight in the morning.
But that's no good to me. I need to get there tonight. Can I see a supervisor or something? Because you see, I don't mind paying extra. I just need to get on this flight. It's not my fault the train was delayed or cancelled or whatever. And he's saying to me, I've booked and paid for it. I don't mind paying extra to get on the flight. But they're saying, no, I can't get on the flight. It's closed. I always thought it was 20 minutes. Maybe that was my misunderstanding. But I don't mind paying extra. I want to see somebody. Do you know what I mean? You're never going to believe this. You're supposed to be going over there to get engaged. And the bloke's going to be waiting at the airport and everything. Do you know what I mean? Got chocolates for the mother-in-law and presents and God knows what.
With her engagement at stake, Deborah won't let it lie.
Because you missed it.
But they was only just closing when I got there, you just said.
Because once
you just said they was closing when I got there.
Once the check-in is closing, once the check-in is closed...
You said it was closing, it wasn't closed. Yeah? Can you get me a supervisor, please?
Hello, it's Carly. Would you be able to pop down to...
I know you're only doing your job, mate, but I'm not satisfied.
I can't get you on the flight
Yeah, well, can you get me a supervisor then? You can't even do that. By the time the supervisor gets in, then he will be too bloody late.
Vera Blondell has missed the last flight of the day to Paris. She doesn't speak English, and Scott Antoniak doesn't speak French.
Mais monsieur, vous êtes un aéroport.
I speak English.
Je ne sais pas speak English, moi je suis française. Je suis même pas ex-Yougoslavie, Macédoine. Speak English, je vais bien, je ne sais pas. Macédoine.
Sorry, this is your question.
Vous êtes responsable, aéroport. Il n'y a pas d'avion, vous nous donnez l'hôtel dormir. Où aller? C'est normal, parce que demain matin, moi travaille, hein, patron.
Vera's too late, so Scott won't be able to save Madame Blondell's job. He needs to find a French speaker to tell her.
L'hôtel est mangé, parce que moi, je voyageais beaucoup, moi, voyager.
In Luton, French speaker Sandra Sicon has arrived to try and calm Madame Blondell.
Mais il ne peut pas être fermé 40 minutes à l'avance. Pourquoi vous ne faites avant?
She's not having much luck.
Vous volez d'argent aux gens et il n'y a pas d'avion. Madame, je suis là depuis 6h15 avec mon sac. Je n'ai pas de bagages, d'accord?
Je vous comprends.
Non,
On
vous
va
comprenez
pas
rien. Ma voiture, elle est à Charles de Gaulle. Demain, je travaille matin. Donc, patron, il va me virer. Mais je m'en fous. Moi, je travaille. Demain, si vous n'êtes pas au travail, comment vous faites? Hein? Votre patron, qu'est-ce qu'il va dire? J'ai dit, vous me donnez RTT un journée, monsieur.
Écoutez, elle ne comprend pas.
Et moi non plus, je ne les comprends pas. Et le chef qui prend ses responsabilités.
Unimpressed with EasyJet's customer service, Madame Blondell demands to see the boss. She may not speak French, but Jane Boulton has got a master's degree in plain speaking.
Et vous me laissez là? Ah non, écoutez. Ah non.
Right, listen. Bon, écoutez, on vous dit de rester tranquille, sinon on va vous retirer dehors.
Pardon?
Oui.
Non, mais vous plaisantez?
Okay.
No, mais...
They missed their flight, yeah? They missed their flight, and now they said instead of 40 minutes, they were here 35 minutes before, so the flight was already
Still
closed.
too late. Okay, she's going to translate for me. So if I just say to you that she's missed her flight this evening, as an airline, the only option we can give them to help them is to transfer them tomorrow morning. That is the only option we can give to them, as they've missed their flight because they were too late for check-in.
Le fait que vous avez raté.
J'ai pas raté, madame. Et dites-lui comme il faut.
Okay.
Non, attendez. Il ne faut pas qu'il parle comme ça. Il faut qu'il dise comme ça. Hein. Elle parle comme ça. Non, moi, je ne sais pas. C'est tout. Elle me dit pas d'avion. Comment pas d'avion?
Non, quand même, ça 35 minutes, vous êtes là, madame.
18 heures, j'étais là, madame. Il y avait avion.
No more. It's finished. Okay? It's
Bien.
finished. Okay. Can you call security and we'll get them removed then? She's not having any of it. We'll have them removed by security then, it's not a problem. They either change your flights tomorrow morning or have them removed by security because they're not going to start pushing me all year round.
Yeah, better.
Dans les papiers. De ma travail.
The thing is, she started pushing my arm and she pushed Sandra, and I'm not absolutely not having any physical pushing from any members of the public. We don't accept that. So at the end of the day, they've missed their flight quite rightly. She's probably been stuck in traffic and she's angry, but you don't take it out by pushing myself or my other staff. No way. No way.
Bye-bye. Non, pas de bye-bye. Moi, je vais aller à la police maintenant. Il n'y a pas de bye-bye.
Madame Blondell has finally met her Waterloo. It's 7 p.m. in Liverpool. The airport express coach from Manchester is over an hour late.
Paris, the
7:20.
Yes.
Yeah, you've missed it. 6 o'clock.
But it's not even time yet.
No, 6 o'clock. The check-in closes.
But you know that, did you see the line? There's no way we're going to get there by 6 o'clock
I know, but that's not my fault either.
No, but...
the only thing I can do...
that's not
of course, because you're overbooking
I know,
the
but
flight.
it's not
you
your
know?
fault, but I can't let you on a flight that closed an hour ago.
Please.
I can't do nothing.
Why?
Student Marjorie Morier is desperate to get on the flight.
Because I'm late. Yeah, I understand that it is 7, but I left Huddersfield at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to be there in time because my family is waiting for me. My grandmother is near to die.
You're an hour late. I can't get you on a plane. You're an hour late for. You won't delay.
But the hour is the hour I was waiting for the coach.
Yeah, you were waiting for the coach, and understand it's not your fault, but understand it's not EasyJet's fault either.
I don't mind if I fly in the toilet, but I need to come back.
I can't get you boarded. What do you want me to do? I can't get you on a plane that people are already on. That'll delay the flight. I can't delay a flight for 3 passengers.
Where are the gates? You know where are they?
Upstairs, 3rd floor, but you won't make it through security.
And where was your coach at 4 o'clock?
I don't deal with the coach. You'll have to take that up with the coach company. I don't know what you want me to do because I can't get you on this flight. Yeah, I've told you the only thing I can do, and that's it. That's all I can do for you, and I don't know what else you want me to do.
At what time is the plane tomorrow?
The plane leaves here at 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Have you got your ID and I'll get you onto that one?
Accident l'avion. La navette, elle est pas passée.
The passenger missed the flight by an hour. Well, she was an hour late. The check-in closes at 6 o'clock. She came at 7. So she'd missed check-in by an hour, and I couldn't let her on an hour late because it would have delayed the flight, and she just got hysterical, basically. I mean, if she was 5 minutes late, then yeah, I would have made an exception and would have let her on. But an hour late, I mean, even if the coach was late, it's not her fault, I know, but it's not my fault. And I did the best I could do by getting her on the next flight, so that's all I could do.
But I have a visa. I have a visa for the Kingdom.
But you haven't got to use a visa for Amsterdam, so why should I send you there?
In Liverpool, Hamid Al-Shayabani is travelling back home to Amsterdam with his wife. But Leanne Chung is trying to explain that his wife's return visa has expired.
We're not saying to you that you can't travel, we're saying it has to be checked out first.
According to the regulations,
They'll
if
send
I
you-
have no visa,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to enter the Holland.
No, so
They will
they
send me
you
back in the same flight. That's
Yeah.
right. And I have a visa to return back to United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Legally, you have no problem.
We're not talking on legal terms. What we're talking about is our job. If we send you there and then we get fined, I get into trouble.
If I have no document, they will fine me
No, they
2,000.
fine us.
2,000.
Well, it depends. It can be anything from 2,000 to 20,000.
Okay.
10, 20, 30, no problem. We will pay it.
It's not
If you
about
are-
that. It's not
Yeah.
about that.
So
It's
what are you
not-
talking about?
Why you allowed me to come from Holland to here? Your people
We've
there,
got
they're
visas
supposed
for
to
the
tell me
UK.
that.
did not ask.
You have a UK visa, so you're allowed into this
No,
country.
return ticket.
No,
Why they
return
did not
ticket. They
tell
give us
us
return
to
ticket.
come back?
It's your responsibility to check your own
So
documentation.
it's our responsibility.
At the moment, until we're 100% sure, we're not going to send you on that flight.
Leanne has been faxed a photocopy of Mrs Al-Shayabani's new visa, but EasyJet still need the OK from Amsterdam Immigration.
Okay, I'll fax that to you now. Okay, thank you. Once he's received it there, he said he's going to consider it and then he will call us back.
Unfortunately, they've already missed their scheduled flight.
So I have a visa for 1 year to United Kingdom. I have a visa for 1 year to United States. And it's the same thing for my wife. I mean, if they have any problem at the airport, they will send me to one of these countries, to United States or to my own country, to Yemen. They refuse.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. He said it's okay. He can accept you now.
Now they need to book a new flight time.
If you want to take me at 4, at 6, at 8, that's up to you. I don't know.
Well, no, it's up to you. It depends when you want to travel. If you don't want to travel till tomorrow, you can go tomorrow.
No.
It's up to
I
you.
have to have a work.
So which one do you want then?
Any
It's your
flight.
decision, not
Any
mine.
flight. First flight.
Well, I'm not prepared to choose your flight.
The first
if you want
flight.
to go at quarter
What time
to
you
4,
have flight?
quarter
4.
to 4.
Yeah.
They were just blatantly rude from beginning to end.
Passenger Al-Shabani, Anya 5.
Please be advised that this flight is now fully boarded from gate 7A in the lower departures.
It's the final call for the Amsterdam flight, and there are 2 very late passengers.
Julie, you've not made it.
You're joking.
Not made the flight. There's been numerous calls for you, 67 calls for your name, and you've actually missed that flight now. You're the last people now. They've been on board for 10 minutes.
They've now missed 2 flights and will have to wait another 4 hours if they want to catch the last one of the day.
Obviously, if he feels that he's too important to make himself present at the gate, so his bag has been made available for offload.
It's not your lucky day today, is it?
It's a bad day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not my
Bad
day.
In Newcastle, frequent flyer David Marsh has a problem with his booking to Stansted. Passenger service agents like Vicky Hargreaves deal with Mr Marsh on a regular basis.
He has been a frequent flyer for quite a long time with EasyJet, and he does actually cause a bit of trouble for us sometimes.
Mr Marsh's booking is missing. Passenger service agents Robert Burke and Nicola Ward are desperately trying to find it.
Should go see if he's got another reference number.
Just double check the list, because if he's not on the list, he won't be. He's not on the list, so he's not booked.
Robert's got to break the bad news.
You're not actually in the system for
I
being
don't.
on
No,
this.
sorry, you didn't hear what I said. I'm not in the system because the system's made a mistake. I'll buy a new ticket now and pay for it now on condition that I get my money back when we've confirmed the situation.
Normal EasyJet passengers are not normally like that. He just takes it too far sometimes.
Look, it doesn't make any difference, and I'll tell you why.
You haven't got a booking on the flight.
Sorry,
If
listen. I'm prepared to pay now, and I've just told you the condition. When we establish, as we will, that the screw-up is that of EasyJet, you give me the money back. It's quite simple.
If you want to make your way over to the ticket desk,
Yes,
which
please.
is behind you on the back hall, you should be able to book me on the flight now.
Really appreciated that Robert was the one on the end that he actually came to when he first spotted him, because there have been any of us, like, I think most of us that have been on the team long enough now to actually lose our rag with the passenger. That's how much he does get to us.
Every time we fly, there's something wrong.
Oh, do we need that?
Yeah.
Mitchell Tonks paid £22 a seat to get from Luton to Madrid. But because he's had to change his flights at the last minute, the price has shot up.
Okay, unfortunately,
It's taken then, yeah?
it would come to £210.98.
I don't have a choice,
And I can't
but I
do it.
can tell you that I will never fly with EasyJet again. I could have flown,
It's a joke.
I could have flown with a proper airline.
So unfortunately, you have to pay full price, and I can't get down.
So it's cost us the best part of 600 quid to move the
700
flight.
quid, yeah. It's bad, eh? It's a bit of a con, and perhaps you should advertise that, you know, if you want to change anything, then it's going to cost you horrendous.
Every airline does charge a fee and transfer the different seat price. When you book your flights, they're very, very cheap.
No, I'm a regular traveller,
Yeah, but-
honestly, and I fly with loads and loads of airlines, and I should
And
never
we
fly
have
with
transferred
EasyJet again.
flights before, but not
And
for
I should
300
never fly with
quid.
EasyJet again, ever.
It's just outrageous.
How much is it?
750 quid to get to Madrid and back. Could have gone with a proper airline, had food and everything.
We just won't do it with EasyJet again.
Bad news, eh? I don't think that they've really got customer service in mind. I mean, if they'd have put on the front of their website, look, if you change this flight, it could cost you up to 4 times more for your ticket. I may not have booked it because things happen in life, and you know, you do want to make changes to your travel arrangements at the last minute. And I think if they can't offer that, you should be really clear about those things up front.
Out on
Friday and back on Monday, love. That's what I always do.
In Newcastle, customer relations are also strained.
reference number, Newcastle
Why
to
would I book it
Stansted.
one way? I book them all both ways.
You did it on the internet, so that's what you've entered.
There's no point arguing about it. Your system has failed. I'm going to buy one and I'm going to get the money back from you.
No problem. It's £87.99 altogether, please.
To him, we're just anyone that sits behind a desk, whereas he thinks he's Mr. Almighty, really, and thinks, yeah, I'm better than everybody else, and he's not really at the end of the day. He's just a normal EasyJet passenger like the rest of them.
Did you pack all luggage yourself?
I packed the luggage myself. There were no sharp objects. I have not been asked to carry anything and nobody's interfered with me.
Flight boarding from gate 14 this evening, and you need to be there no later than 7:15. Thank you.
I do think he's in the wrong this time. I really do.
Of course it could have been my fault, so I'm reasonably confident it wasn't.
It's 750 quid. I don't call that cheap flights for Madrid.
If you counted the flight yourself, that's not actually down to EasyJet.
I know, I think my best. All these things.
Disillusioned Mitchell Tonks isn't asking for a refund. He's looking for sympathy.
And I'd say for 700 quid, I could have gone with Air France or somebody like that, all of us, and been well looked after on board as well. So, you know, the problem is I will never fly EasyJet again. We're not angry, just very frustrated. Yeah, feel let down, yeah, definitely. Next one.
Frustrated and a lot poorer.
Yeah.
Any more 1 to 90, please, for Geneva, thanks.
In Liverpool, Joe Dempsey's on duty at the boarding gate. A Somali family travelling to Switzerland is caught up in the confusion over new immigration rules.
That's Switzerland in the back is one of the countries.
No, it's changed now.
It's not changing.
Yesterday, my aunt traveled to Manchester Harbour. What's the difference? So what's the difference in Manchester and Liverpool?
Well, I'm just saying that we've had one sent back. You need a visa now.
So we phoned it to the embassy and they said we don't need a visa. We phoned it to embassy.
Well, you do need a visa now.
So let's check it out. Why? Yesterday, my aunt traveled to Manchester Harbour to Geneva, and then they never asked it to visa. And then we come here to Liverpool to ask us and visa. So what's the difference?
Absolutely.
I don't know
what's
they're asking.
What is wrong?
What
What's
visa?
going on? I don't know. It says on the back there where they can go to, but it changed this. It was only a couple of weeks ago because we had someone sent back because they never had a visa. Well, we're boarding the flight now, you see.
It's not the same from London and here.
EasyJet face hefty fines if passengers are returned without the correct documents. With the plane due to leave in just minutes, the pressure's on for Joe.
Will you ask her to ring?
It's decision time for Joe Dempsey.
OK, love, bye. I'm not letting you go, I'm afraid, because I remember a couple of weeks ago...
Listen, yesterday my aunt been traveled to Manchester Harbour to Geneva. So I give her lift to Harbour. So what's the difference that we got it then?
What, you got this passport? I'm just telling you that a couple of weeks ago we had passengers. It's not just me.
We phoned it to the embassy, and it's Switzerland embassy. We phoned it ourselves. They asked which one.
Yesterday she's going yesterday. She's traveling yesterday from
I want to speak to you
Manchester.
all at once. Do you just want to speak to me, please?
Today
in the morning to 11. My sister and my nephew, they are going to the Boulton. What is here?
Go ahead. Listen, what's the difference EasyJet for Luton and EasyJet from Liverpool?
There isn't any difference.
So she traveled today 11:20. Her sister been traveled to live
Well,
to
I'll just
Luton.
speak to someone in Luton, but they
Luton
say...
Airport, yeah, you can ask them, no problem. Oh my God. Manchester yesterday, today is Luton, I swear to God.
Well, you know these passengers with this titre de voyage? Well, they're saying that one of their family flew from Luton today on it to Geneva. On the 12 o'clock flight from Luton.
From Luton to Geneva.
And what's their name?
Zainab Mohammed Hashi and
Zainab Mohammed, yeah.
Can we have a look?
Colleague Gary Campbell joins Joe at the gate.
He's just said that to me. If it's got 1951 on it, well,
if
he thinks it's okay.
the new ones have got that page in, and if they've got that page in saying visas are not required for the following countries,
oh, right,
it's
okay.
definitely all right for them.
All right, thanks very much. Bye now. Yeah, I am sorry I've kept you, but we have to double check.
You're taking 12 afternoon. This
You have attention before you speak. Not just you making like that.
Over at Newcastle, American John Gigal's Christmas Eve hasn't got off to a good start. He's missed the last flight to Paris.
You're the gentleman that's missed it. Right.
But all may not be lost. EasyJet have a possible solution.
We're going to try... There's the one from Liverpool. There's a flight from Liverpool tonight. If you can get a taxi, we'll get you on that flight.
How can I get what?
If you can get a taxi, if you can get to Liverpool, if you've got any means of getting to Liverpool.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't take John long to realise it's his only option. It's 180 miles to Liverpool Airport, but he's got 4 hours to make it. 4 hours and a £200 taxi ride later, John Gigal has finally arrived at Liverpool Airport. But there's more bad news.
They're not going to accept any more passengers for Paris now.
Cancel on the taxi. They gave us a ticket to get on this flight. We took a taxi all the way from up north. I mean, come on, man. There's got to be something here.
No, the plane is still here.
If there was a major drop or something, then it would be a problem. You always late.
Just lower your
We're
voice.
late.
Lower your voice.
Well, Captain is still here.
As more passengers join in, Supervisor Leanne Chung is facing a revolt.
Wasting time here now. You can request.
Yeah, the flight is still here. The flight is still here. It's leaving at 7:20.
As soon as you turned up, she asked
still here.
It's leaving at 7:20. We have 30 minutes. Come on. We'll do something.
Calm down.
We have no.
5 minutes,
Just
don't
like
get
take
violent, it's not worth it.
No, come back in a minute. You're definitely not getting on the flight now.
Seriously, come on. I know how airlines work. 5 minutes is not a big deal. 5 minutes is not on major flights. They probably give you 10 extra minutes. I'm trying.
In order to get everybody on that aircraft, it has to be refueled, and they won't do that. They've said no now.
That's a joke. Airlines does not work like that. Major flights always wait for people. You trying to tell me you wouldn't wait for people for 5 minutes? Nah, what is it based on? What is it based on?
Because the check-in's closed and you
But why does the check-in has to close at a specific time, not extra 5 minutes?
Correct.
What's so like you have to close at that time? Unless there's going to be... That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Yeah, it's just the closing time she's trying to get home? Is that what it is? She was trying to get home.
Calm down.
Because you're not giving me any reason here.
I am giving
What's
you
so
a reason.
specific about a closing time? There's not such thing as a closing time.
Yes, there is.
There is only competition between pilots or something. Who's going to make it on time?
Why are you being ridiculous?
Because you're not giving me any reason.
I'm telling you,
that's ridiculous.
Cut-off time, 40 minutes before for every single flight.
Right, but that's approximatively 40.
No,
It could be a little less, depending on who's there, or a little more.
Oh, hello.
Oh, come on. I used to work on airlines. I know sometimes, most of the time, you close after supposedly closing time. It depends on who's the agent right there. Okay, I give him more minutes. I give him 10 extra minutes. Maybe the one that was there today decided she needed to get home. That's the reason.
Everybody needs to get home. And this guy away from the desk because you don't want to speak to either of them anymore.
I'm done. I'm through. I have to say what I have to say.
But the Paris flight has gone, and with it go John's hopes of a family Christmas. John Gigal has finally accepted defeat. The next flight isn't until Boxing Day, leaving him with 48 hours to kill.
I'm going to transfer you now.
You off?
Sorry?
You getting off?
Am I getting off?
Yeah.
No, I don't really want to deal with you.
Why don't you want to deal with me?
Because I don't like the way you've spoken to me.
I haven't spoken to you in a specific way, like
That's okay,
in a
that's
rude
your
way.
opinion.
Did I say anything to you? Did I say any bad word to you? I don't recall that. I was maybe being a little aggressive on the tone of my voice or whatever, but it was not towards you. So why would you take it personal? If that's your job, you should be able to adapt to any situation. And are you planning on working in major airlines or whatever once? This is the type of that you're gonna have to deal with. I'm sorry, but she has to deal with me. I want to deal with you.
I don't want to
because
deal
I don't
with you.
think if you want to be professional, you want to be ready to.
I am being professional.
I'm giving you a chance here to adapt yourself.
No, this
to
guy's
just a
gonna
passenger.
do it,
I don't
yeah.
know you personally. I have nothing against you. You should not have anything against me.
Okay,
this is
carry
just.
on with it.
See, keep on being. You got it.
Obviously, it's sad for all those people who missed Christmas because they're going to miss Christmas in, well, Paris it was for most of them. But it doesn't make our Christmases any nicer. Nobody likes being here on Christmas Eve.
They just put us on the next flight on the 26th, which leaves us here for like 2 days, basically with nothing, no food, everything is closed because it's Christmas. So that's about it, man.
Not quite the Christmas John had planned.